What is up, YouTube? What is up, guys? The Composite Trader here, and welcome back to another post trading analysis video. And man, oh man, guys, I made one video without doing the proper "What is up, YouTube" introduction, and I got absolutely flamed. I got absolutely roasted for not doing it. I was like, maybe we want to switch it up, but no. We're going to keep it in there. I'll keep it in there from now. We'll never, ever miss it again, okay? No worries. So, in this post-trading analysis video, we're going to be talking about a setup I took this morning on gold. But we're going to approach it a bit different. So, as you guys know, the TCT mentorship is almost releasing. I am done on my side. I just have to wait for external factors and other people that help me actually release it. Okay, so that's coming very soon, guys. I promise. But we will be starting also a Discord server, and that server is gonna have everything that you need to become profitable. From me live mentoring, sharing setups, educational sessions about the course, questions about the course, but also a practice arena. Because I tend to notice that a lot of people don't know how to backtest. And even when they are backtesting, you may backtest for 5 hours and you only take around 6 to 7 setups. I have backtesting videos on this channel, and you can see I will backtest for 3+ hours and only take around 5 trades. So there's a lot of time where you're just scanning the markets and no trade is happening. And the most experience is gained from actually taking the trade, seeing the trade develop, taking it, executing it, and seeing how it developed after entering the trade to prepare your mind into what can happen in the future. But we spent a lot of time wasting searching for the setup. So what I have done is I've created this practice arena where basically you guys are backtesting with me. I've already identified the trade, and we'll be going over price action step by step in a candle by candle formation, and then going from high time frame to mid time frame to low time frame, and the step-by-step guide to actually execute that trade. But I have eliminated the time that you have to look for it. So your backtesting will literally just be in that practice arena. Okay? And I want to give you guys a snippet of what that will look like. So we're going to do it the exact same on the setup I took this morning on gold. Okay? So I'll ask you guys questions. I'll ask you, what's the high time frame doing? What's the mid time frame doing? What are we looking at, And then that way we kind of back test it together. So just going straight into it, guys. What is the high time frame doing on gold? Because we always want to build context in the chart. What's the highest time frame doing? What's the high time frame doing? So the high time frame is obviously pointing up. We had that distribution here that fell and we went higher. And where our current market structure high and low is right here. So we have our daily market structure low right there. And then right here we got that breakout structure. Right there we got that breakout structure. And we left behind good looking structure demand. Okay, good looking range demand right here. This being our market structure low. So obviously the high time frame is very simple, guys. We are just trending up. There's nothing special about it. Nothing fancy, just a simple regular uptrend. Okay. Now let's zoom more in on the mid time frame. I'm on the 1 hour. What can we kind of see on the 1 hour? What is our structure looking like on the 1? So on the 1 hour, we kind of have a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So our mid time frame is also trending up, this being our 1 hour market structure low. Okay, I'm gonna check if this is also valid on other time frames, because we always want to check what's the highest time frame pool. And I can see the 2 hour, it's also a 2 hour structure, applying the 6 candle rule. And on the 3, it's also actually 3 hour structure, and it's not 4. So we're kind of dealing with 3 hour structure here, kind of 2 to 3 hour, and that's always good to know. So what we can see now is that we took that high, but that high, we haven't taken that high convincingly. I wouldn't call this a proper break, okay? Obviously, all my information about proper breaks and deviations is explained in the mentorship prior to you guys coming into the practice arena. But this is not a good break, right? We have very few candle closes above it, and the second candle immediately comes back inside after closing above it. On the 2 hour, it's even an SFP on the 2 hour, and on the 3 we probably have a very poor break. Yeah, you can already see a bit more data, but it's not the best break, okay? It's not the best break. So we know that we're trending up in the higher time frame. We're trending up on the mid time frame, and we're trying to break that high, but we're having a tough time breaking that high. We're in price discovery, so we have no resistance to look at on the left, which is always a bit harder, but that's the general context, okay? So zooming in on the lower time frame, like the 3 minute, I'm checking this out, and I'm like, okay, this was our mid time frame mark structure high. That's our mid time frame mark structure low. We kind of took that high, skipping over these points. We kind of took that high and then put in a higher low for a higher high like that, kind of creating a range at that market structure high, because in an uptrend, we pull our range from top to bottom. So if I have a market structure high and we take that high, meaning we grab liquidity from that point, and afterwards we start a range formation, is that really bullish or more bearish? Especially if we identify this range and some bells should start ringing, because what happened, guys? What happened in this range when we have our high and our low right here? We're at a market structure high, we have a range. What's happening? What do you think is happening? What I am seeing is I'm seeing price struggling to break past our market structure high after having a very aggressive move on the mid time frames towards the upside. And we took that high and we started a range. And in this range, we deviated our range high, indicating, guys, signs of a potential distribution schematic. Okay? So I'm very curious how this is going to develop. When I'm coming to the charts in the morning, I love to put on my market session indicator tool. So I kind of have an idea of where my Asia lows, Asia highs are, my London opens, etc. So I turn on my market session indicator tool and I am identifying, hey, this range high was actually also our Asia high. And right here we have our Asia low, purple candles representing the price action during the Asia session. But I never like actually using that low because it's just the low that caused the pump. I rather grab the obvious liquidity point that's close to your Asia session low, which will be right here, okay? I don't always grab the exact Asia low. I just grab the most obvious liquidity point, and this looks way more obvious with the structure pool that's aligned with it. So I kind of have my Asia high, I have my Asia low, and that first or that second tap of the potential distribution took our Asia high. So we're grabbing buy side liquidity, showing signs of a potential distribution. Now we're going to check for a potential model 2 or a potential model 1. Now guys, when do we confirm a model 2 distribution? When do we confirm a model 1 distribution? Ask yourself this. So for a model 1, we have to extend our range high to the new deviation high and watch for yet another sweep going higher. And for a model 2, we have to break or we have to mitigate extreme supply or extreme liquidity and then break structure, just like on the model 1. Now, seeing price action like this, where is your extreme liquidity and where is your extreme supply? Like I said, extreme liquidity is oftentimes the first market structure high created starting from top to bottom. So drawing our structure from top to bottom, this will be the first lower high that was created, causing this to be our extreme liquidity. Now, from a supply perspective, you kind of have to flicker through the time frames, but it's not that obvious. You do have a 3-minute OBM there, but it's very freshly new created. So I would be careful with it, okay? I want more data. So we went from the high time frame that we know we're trending up to the mid time frame where we can kind of see that we're struggling to break past that market structure high, immediately forming a range after taking the high, and that range is giving signs of a distribution, while grabbing our Asia high and our Asia low is still intact. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for price to give me a potential distribution. I'm not forcing it. Okay, I'm waiting for confirmations to be given. So right here, did price take that? Right here, price took that extreme liquidity, but I'm already on the 1 minute. I'm already on the 1 minute, and there's no structure between this low and that high. Because how do we confirm a distribution, guys? How do we confirm a distribution? We confirm a distribution by looking at our market structure from our lowest point between tab 2 and tab 3 up towards our third tab high. There's no market structure between your lowest point and your third tab high, right? So there's no way we can confirm this model too. No way. Now we'll see what develops. Boom. Price takes that high one more time. Okay? Price takes that high one more time, indicating a potential Model 1 TCT distribution schematic. Now, guys, what is the purpose of a Model 1? Of that third tap of the Model 1? It is to grab that last bit of liquidity remaining above our second tap high. Once that is grabbed, that should indicate that the market maker fully filled his short positions. So why am I saying this? What can you guys see after taking that high? What happened after taking that high? We got a very aggressive expansion towards the downside in only 2 1-minute candles. Very harsh rejection. Is that an extra confirmation that now the market maker filled all his positions from the short side and is now ready to push price lower? Yes. Because look how easy price moved down after taking the liquidity from that high. Now we know, guys, that we can only confirm a distribution if we break structure. Now, as you can see, following that same structure pool, now we do actually have structure applying the 6 candle rule. So you have to wait for this low to get broken. Okay. On that first candle, we SFP'd it, but the second candle immediately after it, we closed below it, indicating this being our break of structure. So when we have the break, that's where you go short. What's our invalidation, guys? What's the invalidation while trading a TCT Model 1 distribution? It's your third tap high. What's the target of a TCT Model 1 distribution? The opposite range extreme point, in this case the range low. Now, do we have potential this runs down further than the range low? Yes, because we have a lot of liquidity remaining below that range low. Okay, so I would take profit at my range low and the other profit at my Asia low. Okay, netting around 3 plus risk to reward if you take 2 partials. So that's the plan. Now let's look what happened. Extremely easy move down. Extremely easy move down. Okay, because all buy side liquidity has been taken and price now moves to sell side liquidity. First TP is hit. Second TP is hit. And there you go, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So we identified that the high time frame was uptrending. Then we went on the mid time frame and we're seeing some signs of exhaustion by our market structure high barely getting broken right here, but immediately after tapping the high, we created a range that deviated the high. So we were already giving signs of a distribution while failing to break your proper market structure high. That was showing some signs of local weakness after an aggressive move towards the upside, okay? Now, then we just waited for confirmations in the range for a TCT schematic. You would have never gotten trapped into thinking this was going to be a Model 2 because we never had structure to confirm it. We got the Model 1, we waited for the confirmation, we took it down to the range low and to the Asia low. And that's it, guys. That's it. Went from high time frame to mid time frame to low time frame, and that's it. So, guys, this is also a way of what a snippet of my practice arena will look like, where we will literally candle for candle be back testing it together. So I'll show you where I am around the time I'll be taking a trade, so you can kind of look it up yourself, or kind of have a sneak peek of, you know, you potentially finding the setup yourself. And then you can just watch me do it candle for candle, while also making you think yourself as well. But just by showing you guys the setups, you gain so much experience, because let's say in the past 12 months, I have taken 200 trades. My experience of that whole year will literally be the 200 trades. While obviously watching some live price action where there was no trade, it was also okay, but it's mainly the trades that give me all the experience. Because if I see a setup like this 100 times, I'm very confident in working or in trading the setup the 101st time. So what I will be doing is I'll be showing you all those setups, and you can wire them in your brain, so the next time you see them, you've already so much experience from the other setups I have showed you that you'll be way more confident in trading it or trading the setup. Because experience is key in this game of trading. But you can rush, you can speed run. You can speed run gaining experience by backtesting. But then backtesting takes long. So I have taken backtesting to a better formation for you by creating this practice arena. So I can't wait to release the mentorship. I can't wait to see you all on the Discord. I have one more video to record for you guys besides this YouTube video. So I'll be doing that right now. I hope all of you had an amazing Monday. Wednesday we have FOMC, so I can't wait what that does for the crypto market, because there was no real good price action on crypto right now. Forex and commodities have taken over a bit. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Love you. Peace.